But right now, it's time to find out who the Sixers are going to get, what kind of player they're going to get. And it looks like, by all indications, if they sit at 3, they're going to get one of the 2 players that played for Rutgers last year. We have the head coach of Rutgers basketball on the line, Steve Pikiell. Steve, how you doing today? Thanks for joining us.
Mike, thanks for having me on. Having a great day here at work.
Fantastic. Now, I know that you're busy in this crazy era. You have to rebuild your team here. But let's talk about the 2 guys that left your program, that made a mark on the program, and the Sixers may be interested in one of them. And we're talking, first of all, give us a scouting report on Dylan Harper, because I think that Dylan Harper is NBA ready right now, along with Cooper. So give me the idea.
I tell you, first of all, exciting to coach, both of those guys. Just, Dylan's super talented from an NBA family, an elite, finisher at the rim, just tremendous, in the gym all the time kind of guy. His body and his game is ready right away too. And these kids are young kids, too, so their best days are ahead of them. But Dylan was awesome to coach. I only had him too short of a period of time. I wish I could. The old days, I would have the guy for 3 years,
Yeah.
But not anymore. But Dylan, high-powered guard and physical, and he's a lefty, but can really finish with his right hand as well as anybody, and could score it, and just born to play basketball.
He reminds me of a bigger Jalen. He really does, Jalen Brunson. But I think he's NBA ready. So let's talk about the other guy, because the Sixers have 3, and by all measures, it looks like it'll go Cooper Flagg and it'll go Dylan Harper. So now the third comes into play, and the Sixers need a wing. You had a 6'10" guy play for you last year, 6'9", 6'10", Ace Bailey. Tell me about his game and why he may or may not be ready for this level right now.
First of all, he's a light the room up kind of personality. He's a high energy. He's young. He's 18 years old. He won't be 19 until August. Talent, just can score, and can score at all the levels. Can get to the rim. Terrific mid-range guy, and an elite three-point shooter too. And in the gym, great personality. Very competitive. Went to one high school, went to one AAU program, came to Rutgers, very confident, and, just an awesome, player to coach. And his best basketball's ahead of him. His body's still filling out. His parents are real tall. He could have a few more inches easily in him, and he could play multiple positions. He can handle the ball. He could play 1 through 4 at the NBA level. A really good ball handler. You didn't see that as much with us because I needed him to just score, and Dylan had the ball in his hands, but he can pass. He can make plays for people, and, he's very, very exciting, long wingspan, above the rim guy. I think very, very exciting basketball player.
Where is his best position in the NBA, you think? Is he a 3?
Yeah, he plays the 3 from day one. He really can handle the ball and make plays, though. I used to, anytime he rebounded, he brought the ball up for us. You didn't see it as much because I needed him to score on our team, but he's a really good passer, and, he could play the 3. He could play some 2. He could score and shoot it and handle it and make plays, and he's got elite size. So, those are the 3 and the 2 right now is where he could play. When his body fills out, he'll be one of those perfect NBA guys that you could switch 1 through 4, and he could sit down and guard those kind of guys.
It's like he's got a lot of Jabari Smith in him. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he really does. He's, his ability, though, to create his own shot, and people would say he takes tough shots. I would say to him all the time, he doesn't take tough shots. He makes, the really good NBA players make tough shots, and that's what this guy does. So it's not a tough shot for him. So maybe a tough shot for a regular college player, or a pro player, but this guy makes and can get his shot off, at any time. I think he could end up being one of both these kids could be elite scorers, and they score.
Yeah. We're talking to Steve Pikiell, who's the head coach of Rutgers basketball, where Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey played last year. You got 2 of the top high school recruits in the country. A tremendous coup for you at Rutgers. How did you pull that off?
in this day and age, too.
Yeah, how did you pull that off? They get both of them.
You know, first of all, awesome families they're both from, and you know, they came for a lot of reasons because we haven't exactly been at the cutting edge of NIL here at Rutgers. So they came, you know, they wanted to enjoy the university. You know, I was lucky enough to have coached, you know, Dylan's brother, Ron, who plays for the Detroit Pistons. And Ace, great kid. We recruited him, you know, for a long time, too. So that kind of paid some dividends, too. But from their freshman year on, we were one of the, you know, first schools involved. And as they grew in their stature and their rankings, more people, you know, jumped on board. But we had been in for a while. Brandon Knight, my assistant, did a great job, you know, recruiting. But just great kids. They wanted the experience here. They wanted to play in this league. And, you know, we were just blessed that just only here for such a short time. That's the only thing. I wish I had 2 years with these guys because they kept getting better, too.
Yeah, Steve, here's what some people say. Okay, well, these guys are talented players. You guys really weren't like the ultimate success last year. 15-17, you were 8-12 in the Big Ten, which was 11th. And so the knock is, these guys really help you win. Speak to that a little bit.
These kids are, you know, like, it's a new. We started 4 freshmen. We were just too young. I mean, you know, we didn't have the NIL cap to go and get, you know, 26-year-olds and some of the teams we play against. But you know, Dylan got hurt in the month of January, and I think we were 1 or 2 games out of the NCAA tournament, and having him, you know, be hurt and miss games at that time probably, you know, hurt us. But you know, we play in a great league, and we're 15-7. We're 2 or 3 games away from, you know, getting to the NCAA tournament. And these kids had great years. They're, you know, they were being double teamed all year. They saw everything in every game new. You know, so they fought through all the challenges and all that. And, you know, we didn't win as many games, obviously, you know, but we played a really tough schedule, and they were a big part of us selling out 78 games, you know, the last, you know, 4 or 5 years, this year certainly. So they did a lot of good. They, you know, didn't win as many games as we like, but not because of their talent and their abilities. They were awesome.
Last question, Steve. What advice did you when these guys come in and say, we're going, and you kind of knew it after 1 year that both of them were going to go? What advice have you given them now that they entered this mature period of their life where they're going to be professionals?
Yeah, I mean, they were guys that loved basketball, and they were guys that I think were born to play basketball. When they walked in the gym door, they were the happiest. And you know, it's harder, I think, on these kids nowadays. There's so many distractions now, you know, in the worlds that they live in, social media wise and NIL wise. But when they walked in that gym, they were at peace. And I just tell them to enjoy this. They're great families. They're workers. They're young, too. They're both 18. You know, enjoy the journey and keep enjoying being in the gym because they got elite work ethic.
Steve, it's a pleasure to speak with you. Thanks so much for the scouting report. And it looks like the Sixers will get a good player if they don't decide to trade that pick. It's kind of a mess right here in the city, as you know.
These 2 guys would help them. I tell you that much, and they're ready to go.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Steve, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
That's Steve Pikiell, the head coach of Rutgers basketball. So there you go, Bill. They were young.
Yeah. No,
he got hurt.
Yeah, he explained it a little bit. I mean, what he said about Ace Bailey, though, I mean, it does make you a little excited. But he talked about how the guy needs to grow into his body.
Yeah, they're 18 years old, both of them.
Young.
Incredible. 610-632-0975. General knowledge is still coming up. Bill has an answer to give on the hockey, and then he gets another question. The Mike Missanelli Show continues.
Hey, everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos. It's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan. Looking forward to connecting.